This one comes from Ross. So, who is the ideal striker for Manchester United to buy at the moment? This could be one about future planning as well, Michael, because Cavani, he has been great. He's certainly lived up to the hype surrounding his name, but he is also in his 30s, so he won't be a long-term solution for Manchester United. Is anybody out there in world football, do you reckon they should be keeping an eye on, that they are keeping an eye on?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I mean, if you look at the recent past of Manchester United, I think they've been buying a lot of players that are, coming into the twilight of their career. So when you look at Cavani, before that, Ibrahimovic, before that, Robin van Persie right at the end of his career, Henrik Larsson even before that. So they've gone for players right at the end of their career. The last one that they bought early on in their career, I think, is Wayne Rooney. That then at least you've got a player that's going to last you for 10 years. At the moment, Manchester United have struggled to find that young player that's going to take them all the way as a number 9. I think the one player out there that springs to mind that could be that type of player that could last for 10 years in their team and to stop them having to keep buying stopgaps all the time is Haaland at Dortmund. I think he's the player on everybody's lips at the moment. So he is one player that I think that could potentially be the number 9 that could last a long time.
Bob, I want your take on that. Is Haaland the one that Manchester United should be keeping an eye on? And how fast do you think he could adapt to English football? Is he perfectly suited for it? You would know because you played in Germany before coming to England.
Definitely, he's the guy. He's still so young, and the future is ahead of him. We can see, I think, just tonight he scored 2 more goals, if I'm not mistaken. So the amount of goals he's scoring is unbelievable, and he can be a great fit for United if he develops in the same way as he's doing now. It's going to cost a lot of money, obviously, but for the talent like this, you can go and try your best to buy him. But honestly, I would like to see Mason Greenwood develop and become better and better. I'm a big admirer of him. He's still very young. He's still learning from his mistakes on the pitch, off the pitch. I would like to see more chances given to him to prove how good he is. I like Martial as well and Rashford too. So if United don't go to buy someone, I would like to see these 3 players develop and get better and better. Yes, sometimes people questioning their goal scoring ability or their aggression or they didn't win anything. And yes, that's true because the time flies. And if you don't do anything of this, what I mentioned, then of course you're going to be replaced. But hopefully Greenwood can develop and become a really good player for United.
Let's push forward a bit more with that topic because via Instagram, I got another comment from Sarah who asks, is Anthony Martial doing justice to the number 9 position? He doesn't seem to be giving 100% commitment on the pitch. Michael, I think in the past you've also spoken about Rashford and maybe that he doesn't get enough goals as well. So what's your take on that? Rashford, Martial, can they be the ones? Do Manchester United need to buy elsewhere? And Greenwood's name there, of course.
They're very good players. Rashford, I'm a huge admirer of. I think he can get as many goals playing on the left-hand side as he does central. I think it suits him. I think he's very, very quick. He can use his pace more out wide. Being a centre-forward, you make shorter, more darty type of runs, whereas I think he likes to really open his legs and make some great runs from on the left-hand side. So Martial probably suits the position a little bit better. But for me, none of them are number 9s. I think both players are better playing out wide. So, if he had an open checkbook, then if I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'd be playing them in wider positions and I'd probably try to buy someone like Haaland because that's the future of your team for about 10 years. Now, if they don't, then they've certainly got capabilities. Greenwood is certainly a player that can play central. I mean, we've only seen him playing on the right-hand side in the main since he's been in the Manchester United team, but he can certainly play central as well. So we'll see what happens. But I don't think Rashford or Martial's best position is as a centre forward. Personally, I think it's as a left-sider.
Interesting. Well, perhaps this is also a bit of a red herring. Should we actually be focusing on other areas of Manchester United, Berber? Not attacking, but defending. Should that Should that area of the pitch be what the team would be focusing on in terms of transfers, particularly with the news that a few of the defensive players might be moved on? Timothy Fosu-Mensah is the latest name added to that list.
Well, I said it before, I'm not going to hide that I think United needs to buy a centre forward, in my opinion. But watching Eric Bailly perform in the last couple of games, it makes me think that that centre back has been there the whole time, you know. So if he stay injury free, as we spoke before, and what I'm learning now, his injury from that game was not as serious as we thought, then he can be that center position defender that can help Harry Maguire and cover for him when it's necessary. If he's prone to even more injuries, then, as I said, another centre back for me is a priority. You are right, not so much attacking options, maybe a bit more on defending side of the game. But yeah, if Eric Bailly stay free injury, I think that he can help the team tremendously in that position.